What would you write on a wall if you knew it would survive for 2,000 years? Insults, love confessions, political rants? Well, the Romans already answered that question, and their walls are still talking. In the year 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius buried the city of Pompeii in ash and accidentally preserved something incredible: over 11,000 pieces of graffiti scratched into its walls. Historians now call it one of the richest windows into everyday Roman life ever found. In fact, some historians even compare it to an ancient form of social media, people writing on walls the same way we write on someone's page today. One stairwell alone, in a house known as the House of Gnaeus Castricius, contains 47 separate scratched messages, names, jokes, even a tiny sketch of a gladiator. It wasn't just one person writing. It was an ongoing conversation between total strangers, layered on top of each other for years. A huge number of these writings were about love and heartbreak. One traveler wrote that he slept alone at an inn, his heart aching for a woman named Urbana back home. Another simply wished a woman named Victoria good health, and, oddly enough, hoped she'd sneeze sweetly wherever she was. But not all love stories had happy endings. In one of the most famous examples, two rivals, a weaver named Successus and a man named Severus, publicly fought over the same woman, a barmaid named Iris, by leaving competing messages on the same wall. It's basically the ancient version of a comment war. Romans also used walls to settle scores. Some insults found on Pompeii's walls include calling someone bald, calling someone a thief, or simply telling a rival to go hang himself. One especially dramatic Roman even complained about being covered in a nasty skin condition, just to make sure everyone walking by knew about his bad day. And travelers weren't shy either. One visitor left a scathing review of an innkeeper, accusing him of selling watered-down wine, while keeping the good stuff for himself. 18 centuries before Yelp, Romans were already leaving one-star reviews. But it wasn't all pettiness. Some Romans used the walls to get surprisingly philosophical. One anonymous writer scratched a simple but haunting thought: "When you are dead, you are nothing." Another, clearly annoyed by all the nonsense scrawled around him, wrote directly to the wall itself, joking that he was amazed it hadn't collapsed under the weight of so many pointless messages. Even the graffiti had critics of graffiti. Graffiti wasn't just personal, it was political too. Over 1,500 pieces of election graffiti have been found in Pompeii alone. Candidates would actually hire professional sign painters to cover walls with slogans supporting their campaigns, not unlike a paid political ad today. Some messages praised a candidate's good character. Others went for negative campaigning, questioning a rival's honesty or linking them to shady groups around town. Some graffiti was refreshingly ordinary. One resident simply noted the day he baked bread. Another just wanted to record that he stood on this very spot with his brother. And Romans had celebrity crushes too. One gladiator, nicknamed Celadus the Thracian, was famously scratched into a wall as, quote, "the delight of all the girls." 2,000 years later, we still know his fan club existed. Here's the wildest part. For centuries, historians actually dismissed this graffiti as unimportant scribbling, not worth serious study. It wasn't until much later that researchers realized these walls were something far more valuable than official monuments. They were the unfiltered voice of ordinary people, the ones history usually forgets. So next time you scroll past an angry comment section or a public shout-out, remember, humans have been writing on walls for their friends, enemies, and crushes to see for over 2,000 years. Some things really never change. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next 5-minute history journey.